hear from a student, Donovan Hernandez, who's a student in the AC program at Berkeley High School. Berkeley High is famous for being both a very integrated and diverse school, but also a school where within the school there's a lot of tracking and segregation. And where Yesenia and Malia go to school is CPA, which is Community Preparatory Partnership Academy, which, because it's community-based and interested in furthering the community, tends to draw a lot of Black and Latino students into it. And yet here are two students who are Black and Latino students, got 4 A's, or almost all A's, all throughout their career at CPA, and were not admitted to UC Berkeley or UCLA. Donovan is a student who took classes in the AC program, which is the Academic Choice Program. It's known as the more college track, offering more AP classes and more honors class program. And because of that, it tends to be much more white and Asian dominated. Donovan, for years, was one of the few, handful, sometimes just a couple, Latino students in any of his classes, and did very well in those classes, achieved a great deal and took a lot of AP classes, applied to the UCs, and was not admitted to UC Berkeley, UCLA, or any of the UCs, despite being accepted into schools like Cal Poly. And so Donovan, we'll leave it to him. He has more to say about himself and also his family.
So, my name is Donovan Hernandez, and like she said, I am a senior at Berkeley High, and I'm a Latin American minority. And because of my Latin American minority, I lack the privileges most students have, which are parents who go to college, parents who are actually citizens, and parents who know English. And because of this, this has placed me in a spot where I don't know what I should do, where I should go, who I should ask for help. And for example, my parents came from a country that was in the middle of a civil war in El Salvador. And because of this, they fled for asylum, political asylum. And they've done this to give me the opportunity to achieve what they couldn't, and to achieve what they couldn't in their own country. And my goal is to reach the highest point in my education. I could do that here in one of the best public schools in California, Berkeley. Yet I cannot do this if the Office of Admissions does not make it equal for me to compete with students that are more privileged, whose parents went to college. Because I was less privileged than other students, my SATs weren't the best. My parents did not know what SAT was until I told them what it truly was. I had no idea that AP classes were so difficult to accomplish and get good grades, but I still did it regardless of my disadvantages. I took these AP classes because I felt that if I was able to prep myself for a college like Berkeley, then I would be prepared for almost anything. Apparently this isn't the case, because the majority of the students are either Asian or white and not reflective of the California student body in general. I know that in Cal, I know that I can achieve my goal to become an optometrist. I know that I can get into graduate school and get degrees because of my merits. All that I need, all that is missing, is an equal and fair chance to be allowed into the University of California, Berkeley.